Good morning. It is Sunday morning. It is 8 a.m. We're off to the tube to go to Madame Tussauds. Very excited. Are you very excited?
Very excited.
Very excited.
I want coffee.
He wants some coffee. I could actually do with a drink as well. I haven't drunk anything at all since about 8 o'clock last night. I had a lovely cup of tea. We are at Kingston train station and we are waiting for the 8:34. Just wait for the man. Okay, that's got nothing to do with us. Yes, it is 8:15, so we got here early, but we didn't realise that trains on a Sunday morning wouldn't be running as frequently as they do during the, which was an oversight really on our part. We should have realised that, shouldn't we? Don't look at me. Was it my fault? Thought I'd just give you a little update on how comfortable the hotel was last night.
God, awesome.
It was, yeah, how did you describe it? Like it was Beirut outside. Yeah. There's a pub and a nightclub. Actually, there's two pubs,
one nightclub,
and a nightclub right outside the hotel.
The boy races with a pop and bangers.
Yeah, so it was, we were like trying to get to sleep at like 10 o'clock for an early morning this morning, and it was very, very loud. Even with the window closed, it was very loud. I kept waking up and didn't sleep brilliantly. Bed was actually quite comfortable, surprisingly. Hotel beds are normally not comfortable. But it was pretty naff. Yeah, hotel, I would give it 6 nuggets out of 11 Converse shoes.
What unit of measure is this?
It's the alley measurement system for hotels in London. I'm hungry. Oh, we're going in. We're going in. I can't get us both in the frame at the same time. Thank you so much for Jurassic Park. Thank you for all of your amazing work. Really appreciate it. Right, Al? How you doing? Just admiring my beauty. Oh, John, thank you so much for everything that you do for the music industry. I don't know why, but it's really, really creeping me out.
Pardon?
It's really creeping me out. Oh God, he moves.
There'll be more on this story as it develops.
Oh, well, that's just lovely. Lovely.
16 people don't simply just go missing.
You're right, they don't.
So what's happening to them?
No sat nav.
So my camera battery is dying, so gotta make this quick. Went into the DM store. I've waited for the longest time to buy a pair of DM boots from Oxford Street, from the Oxford Street store. And unfortunately, they didn't have any pairs there that I actually want. I've had my eye on maybe 3 or 4 different pairs, and they didn't have any of them. So I'm going to end up ordering them online anyway, which is a shame. But at least I still get the boots, so all is not lost. We're just waiting for the Superdry store to open, which is behind me. I know we went to a Superdry store yesterday, but this is the one on Oxford Street. It's gigantic, and it's going to have hopefully all of the stuff and things. And we are big fans of Superdry, so we're going to go and probably break the bank in there. Hello? Oh, that's weird.
That is weird.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, started recording by itself. I'm gonna hold my camera like this because honestly I'm so tired I can't even hold my arm up properly. It is not even the end of, 7 p.m. We've been back at the hotel since, 5 o'clock? I have big blisties on both of my feet. Agony. I was in absolute agony. I'm really proud of myself. I made it back to the hotel because I actually didn't think I was going to make it. I don't know what would have happened instead. Nero would have to have given me a piggyback through central London. But what a day. What an amazing day. We went to Madame Tussauds and we went to the DM store, but they didn't have the boots that I wanted, unfortunately. But then we ended up in Superdry flagship store, which is cool. Very cool in there. We had the best Costa coffee I think I've ever had in my life. What else did we do? We went to Cecil Court, where there's some really cool oldie bookshops and witchy woo stores and things. Lots of crystals and tarot cards and mala beads and Buddha statues, anything spiritual basically you can find in these shops. It was really, really cool. I'd love to show you my haul for the day, but a lot of the stuff is wrapped up in bubble wrap and I don't want to unwrap it because I really need it to get home in one piece. But I'll do a show and tell, I think, when we get home. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the store, but I remember where it was. Definitely want to go back there. There are all these figurines, like anime figurines and stuff.
That was so good.
And then we went downstairs and we nearly didn't go down there because I was suffering so hard with my feet. I actually said to Nero, yeah, you go ahead, you go down there because I'm not going to make it down the stairs. And he was like, no, that's okay. And I was like, no, we're here. We came all the way to London. We're going down there. So I pushed through the pain and went down the staircase, and I'm so glad I did because it's like manga mecca down there. I mean, the footage, you've seen the footage. Yeah, definitely want to go back there. It was just like a whole library of...
It's the most manga and anime and light novels I've seen in one place ever.
Yeah, the place was massive. And I think I only filmed like half of it because my camera was dying. I didn't have my power bank with me because I forgot to take it. But yes, my arm's aching. So, there's a mirror right there in the corner. I'm so happy that London doesn't just close its doors on a Sunday, because all the towns that I've lived in, Sundays, like, you want to go shopping on a Sunday, forget it, you got to wait until Monday or like the following weekend for everything to reopen. But London, the city, just doesn't close. I'll tell you this now so I don't forget. In Madame Tussauds, we went into, what's it called, the Chamber of Horrors.
Yeah.
The Chamber of Horrors, which I did do some filming in there, but initially when we went down there, I had the light on my camera, and I didn't actually realise. I was so, like, it's so sensory overload in that place. These two, like, bobbies, like English bobbies, like police officers, actors, obviously. I wasn't actually in trouble. They basically asked me to turn the light off because we like it nice and dark down here. So I just turned the whole camera off because I wasn't sure how to turn the light off, which I figured it out later on. But it's a shame that I didn't figure it out at the time, because one of them was showing us they have a load of physical objects that used to belong to murderers and just really horrible, nasty people. Some of the items that I'm referring to here, and please excuse the state of my voice, I guess somebody on the tube coughed or sneezed in my direction and gave me the flu, so that was a fun thing to come home with. There's Nilsson's TV. This TV belonged to Dennis Nilsson, and it's the TV set from his home in Cricklewood, where he committed multiple murders, and he would sit at home and watch TV with the bodies of his victims. So that's nice. Mary Piercy's pram. In 1980, Mary Eleanor Piercy murdered the wife and child of her lover, Frank Hogg. She transported the bodies at night to two different locations in the pram. The pram was found alongside the body of Baby Hog by the police. Marie Tussauds purchased the pram from Mr. Frank Hogg for £25 after it was returned to him by the police. Dr. Crippen's glasses. These spectacles belonged to Hawley Harvey Crippen, who was convicted of killing his wife. John Haig's suit and shoes. John Haig is commonly known as the acid bath murderer. There was a wax depiction of John Haig in the Chamber of Horrors, which I did film, but because of the graphic nature of the scene, unfortunately I had to cut it from this vlog, which honestly I'm disappointed about because it was pretty cool. He was convicted for murdering 6 people, and his trial was in 1943, and then in 1949 he gifted his suit and shoes to Madame Tussauds, and he absolutely insisted that the suit was pressed correctly, which is why you can see in this photo his trousers they have these pleats in the front. He insisted that they were pressed in this way before they were displayed. Apparently he was quite obsessed with the Chamber of Horrors. He used to visit regularly, both before and during his killing spree, and wanted to make sure that his suit was there for everyone to see. Yeah, and the suit, as we were talking, there was a label on the suit. There was labels on everything, like they were really big labels, and it had like the name and the year. And this guy was explaining that he has worked in Madame Tussauds for a really long time. He said that this particular exhibit, it was like it was made to look like a shop window, like a ye olde shop window. It was completely enclosed. There was no airflow in there at all. And as we were talking, as he was telling us about this suit, the tag started waving around as if it was being disturbed by a breeze. And he said sometimes like there is, because I asked him, do you experience paranormal activity in this building? And he was like, yeah, we do. And he was telling us about the various bits and pieces, and then he said, and the tag on the suit waves around. And the way he was standing, he sort of had his back to it. So I'm looking at him and I'm seeing this tag waving, and I was like, dude, it's sort of waving right now. And he was like, yeah, and it does it like more when you talk about it. So that was weird and cool. He said that
a lady in white.
There's a lady in white, yeah. He said on there's like a ride, and he said if you see a lady in white, she's not part of the ride. Like there is no lady there is no lady basically. And this guy also said that there was, when he first started working at Madame Tussauds, there was a little boy, like the place would be closed. In fact, they were building, didn't he? He said they were building. And he saw a little boy running down a corridor, and he had to go and get security to come and find this child. And it turns out there was no child. And to this day, he still sees this child just like running down this corridor. So yeah, wanted to share that before I forget. Yeah, I'm absolutely shattered. My feet are just completely destroyed. Tomorrow is a trip to Camden, and I'm not sure how I'm going to fare.
I'll carry you.
So Nero's going to have to carry me. So yeah, I'm just going to spend the evening. I've started reading the book that I picked up yesterday. It's really good. I recommend it. And Nero's reading this, The Waking Fire. It's about dragons, fantasy book. Apparently it's very good. I might have to steal that once Nero's finished with it. This I also recommend if you're into like sci-fi type stuff. Yeah. I'm like the first chapter in, and it's really good. It is very good. So yeah, I'm going to read my book. The same as last night, actually. I think I'm just going to read my book. I'm going to eat snacks and lay around in bed and let my feet rest, and maybe watch some YouTube as well. Really push the boat out there. Yeah, get some decent sleep. Go to Camden tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Good night.